Flights. Noun. The act of flying. Verb. Of a spin bowler. To throw the ball in such a way that it has more airtime and more spin than usual. Noun. The act of fleeing. Curtis. Noun. A traditional article of clothing worn in Afghanistan, Bangladesh, India, Pakistan, and Sri Lanka, consisting of a loose, collarless, long-sleeved, knee-length shirt worn by both men and women. Elderly. Noun. An elderly person. Adjective. Old, having lived for relatively many years. Cope. Verb. To deal effectively with something, especially if difficult. Joker. Noun. A person who makes jokes. Annoys. Noun. A feeling of discomfort or vexation caused by what one dislikes. Verb. To disturb or irritate, especially by continued or repeated acts. To bother with unpleasant deeds. Regiment. Noun. A unit of armed troops under the command of an officer, and consisting of several smaller units. Now specifically, usually composed of 2 or more battalions. Verb. To form soldiers into a regiment. Stockbroker. Noun. A person who buys and sells shares. Stock. On a stock exchange on behalf of clients. May also provide investment advice and or company information, depending on the level of service offered, or chosen by the client. Donkey. Noun. A domestic animal, Equus asinus asinus, similar to a horse. Kidney. Noun. An organ in the body that filters the blood, producing urine. Bathroom. Noun. A room containing a shower and or bathtub, and, typically but not necessarily, a toilet. Colder. Adjective. Of a thing, having a low temperature. Computer. Noun. A person employed to perform computations, one who computes. Occasions. Noun. A favorable opportunity, a convenient or timely chance. Verb. To cause, to produce, to induce. Mistake. Noun. An error, a blunder. Verb. To understand wrongly, taking one thing or person for another. Scroll. Noun. A roll of paper or parchment, a writing formed into a roll. Verb. To change one's view of data on a computer's display, typically using a scroll bar or a scroll wheel to move in gradual increments. Further. Verb. To help forward, to assist. Adjective. Comparative form of far, more distant, relatively distant. Adverb. Comparative form of far, to, at or over a greater distance in space, time or other extent. Dive. Noun. A jump or plunge into water. Verb. To swim under water. Laundry. Noun. A laundering, a washing. Reliability. Noun. The quality of being reliable, dependable or trustworthy. Hardcover. Noun. A book with a rigid binding, often of cardboard or leather. Adjective. Of a book, having a rigid binding. Disappear. Verb. To vanish. Introverted. Adjective. Turned or thrust inward, particularly. Fireman. Noun. Someone, especially one who is male, who is skilled in the work of fighting fire. Ruled. Verb. To regulate, be in charge of, make decisions for, reign over. Verb. To revel. Adjective. Having printed lines. Sink. Noun. A basin used for holding water for washing. Verb. Heading. Physical. To move or be moved into something. Golfer. Noun. Someone who plays golf. Alarm. Noun. A summons to arms, as on the approach of an enemy. Verb. To call to arms for defense. Phone. Noun. A device for transmitting conversations and other sounds in real time across distances. Now often a small portable unit also capable of running software etc. Verb. To call someone, using a telephone. Come across. Verb. To change sides, to cross over to work for the opposition. Hate. Noun. An object of hatred. Verb. To dislike intensely or greatly. Don. Noun. A university professor, particularly one at Oxford or Cambridge. Infamous. Adjective. Having a bad reputation. Disreputable. Notoriously bad. Unpleasant or evil. Widely known. Especially for something bad. Parcels. Noun. A package wrapped for shipment. Verb. To wrap something up into the form of a package. Noun. Plural. A parcels train. Normally carrying nothing but parcels. March. Noun. A formal, rhythmic way of walking, used especially by soldiers, bands and in ceremonies. Verb. To walk with long, regular strides, as a soldier does. Choreographer. Noun. A person who choreographs. Cow. Noun. Properly, an adult female of the species Bos taurus, especially one that has calved. Marks. Noun. Heading. Boundary. Land within a boundary. Verb. To put a mark on something. To make something recognizable by a mark. To label or write on something. Noun. A measure of weight, especially for gold and silver. Once used throughout Europe. Equivalent to 8 ounces. Instead. Adverb. In the place of something, usually mentioned earlier, as a substitute or alternative. Paint. Noun. A substance that is applied as a liquid or paste, and dries into a solid coating that protects or adds color to an object or surface to which it has been applied. Verb. To apply paint to. Improves. Verb. To make something better. To increase the value or productivity of something. Lighting. Verb. To start a fire. Verb. To unload a ship, or to jettison material to make it lighter. Verb. To find by chance. Noun. The equipment used to provide illumination. The illumination so provided. Dialect. Noun. A variety of a language that is characteristic of a particular area, community or social group, differing from other varieties of the same language in relatively minor ways as regards grammar, phonology, and lexicon. Rustled. Verb. To move something, with a soft crackling sound. Climb. Noun. An act of climbing. Verb. To ascend. Rise. To go up. Headmaster. Noun. A male school principal. Behind. Noun. The rear. Back end. Adverb. At the back part. In the rear. Preposition. At the back of. Positioned with something else in front of. Sheriff. Noun. Except Scotland. High Sheriff. An official of a shire or county office. Responsible for carrying out court orders, law enforcement and other duties. Verb. To carry out the duties of a sheriff. Fund. Noun. A sum or source of money. Verb. To pay for. Nan. Noun. A mother of someone's parent. Noun. A girl or an unmarried young woman. Maiden. Noun. An effeminate man, especially a homosexual. Noun. A woman or girl employed to care for children. Fence. Noun. A thin artificial barrier that separates two pieces of land or a house perimeter. Verb. To enclose, contain or separate by building fence. Bit. Noun. A piece of metal placed in a horse's mouth and connected to the reins to direct the animal. Verb. To put a bridle upon. To put the bit in the mouth of a horse. Investigation. Noun. The act of investigating. The process of inquiring into or following up. Research. Especially patient or thorough inquiry or examination. Coroner. Noun. A public official who presides over an inquest into unnatural deaths, cases of treasure trove, and debris from shipwrecks. Sagas. Noun. An Old Norse, Icelandic, prose narrative, especially one dealing with family or social histories and legends. Changing. Verb. To become something different. Noun. Change, alteration. Sprint. Noun. A short race at top speed. Verb. To run, cycle, etc. at top speed for a short period. Danced. Verb, to move with rhythmic steps or movements, especially in time to music. Modifier. Noun, one who, or that which, modifies. Additives. Noun, a substance added to another substance or product to produce specific properties in the combined substance. Extended. Verb, to increase in extent. Adjective, longer in length or extension, elongated. Repeat. Noun, an iteration, a repetition. Verb, to do or say again, and again. Baked. Verb, with person as subject, to cook something in an oven. Adjective, that has been cooked by baking. People. Noun, used as plural of person. A body of human beings considered generally or collectively. A group of two or more persons. Verb, to stock with people or inhabitants. To fill as with people. To populate. Noun, an individual, usually a human being. Effectively. Adverb, in an efficient or effective manner, with powerful effect. Pray. Verb, to direct words and or thoughts to God or any higher being. For the sake of adoration. Thanks. Petition for help, etc. Adverb, please. Used to make a polite request. Password. Noun, a word used to gain admittance or to gain access to information. Watchword. Verb, to protect with a password. Journeyman. Noun, a tradesman who has served an apprenticeship and is employed by a master tradesman. Bags. Noun, a flexible container made of cloth, paper, plastic, etc. Verb, to put into a bag. Daycare. Noun, daytime supervision, usually of children. Environments. Noun, the surroundings of, and influences on, a particular item of interest. Hierarchy. Noun, a body of authoritative officials organized in nested ranks. Alliance. Noun, the state of being allied. Verb, to connect or unite by alliance, to ally. Possibility. Noun, the quality of being possible. Entered. Verb, to go or come into an enclosed or partially enclosed space. Must. Noun, something that is mandatory or required. Verb, modal auxiliary. Defective. To do with certainty. Indicates that the speaker is certain that the subject will have executed the predicate. Pork. Noun, the meat of a pig. Swine flesh. Verb, usually of a male. To have sex with someone. Scholarship. Noun, a grant in aid to a student. Verb, to attend an institution on a scholarship. Flowing. Verb, to move as a fluid from one position to another. Noun, the action of the verb to flow. Adjective, tending to flow. Enormous. Adjective, deviating from the norm. Unusual, extraordinary. Borrow. Noun, deviation of the path of a rolling ball from a straight line. Slope. Slant. Verb, to receive something from somebody temporarily, expecting to return it. Road map. Noun, a map with a visual representation of roads used for automobile travel and navigation. A road map may contain other relevant data, such as terrain or railroads. Verb, to construct a plan of action regarding something. Leaky. Adjective, having leaks, not fully sealed. Reserved. Verb, to keep back, to retain. Adjective, slow to reveal emotion or opinions. Eyeshadow. Noun, makeup that is applied to the eyelids and below the eyes to give a darker complexion there. Means. Verb, to lament. Verb, to intend. Noun, now chiefly in the plural. A method or course of action used to achieve some result. Noun, resources. Riches. Noun, an instrument or condition for attaining a purpose. Cent. Noun, a subdivision of currency, equal to 1/100th of an Estonian kroon. Guide. Noun, someone who guides. especially someone hired to show people around a place or an institution and offer information and explanation. Post. Noun. A long dowel or plank protruding from the ground. A fence post. A light post. Verb. To hang. A notice. In a conspicuous manner for general review. Precision. Noun. The state of being precise or exact. Exactness. Adjective. Used for exact or precise measurement. Clip. Noun. Something which clips or grasps. A device for attaching one object to another. Verb. To grip tightly. Ran. Verb. To run. Verb. To move swiftly. Betray. Verb. To deliver into the hands of an enemy by treachery or fraud. In violation of trust. To give up treacherously or faithlessly. Amazed. Verb. To fill with wonder and surprise. To astonish. Astound. Surprise or perplex. Adjective. Astonished. Confounded with fear, surprise, or wonder. Greatly surprised. The following adposition may be at, with or by. Donkey. Noun. A domestic animal, equus asinus asinus, similar to a horse. Green. Adjective. Having green as its color. Affliction. Noun. A state of pain, suffering, distress or agony. Engineers. Noun. A person who is qualified or professionally engaged in any branch of engineering. Verb. To design, construct or manage something as an engineer. Politicians. Noun. One engaged in politics, especially an elected or appointed government official. Attached. Verb. To fasten, to join to, literally and figuratively. Adjective. Connected, joined. Disaster. Noun. An unexpected natural or man-made catastrophe of substantial extent causing significant physical damage or destruction. Loss of life or sometimes permanent change to the natural environment. Cutter. Noun. A person or device that cuts, in various senses. Over. Noun. A set of 6 legal balls bowled. Verb. To go over, or jump over. Adjective. Discontinued. Ended or concluded. Adverb. Thoroughly. Completely. From beginning to end. Preposition. Physical positioning. Interjection. In radio communications. End of sentence. Ready to receive reply. Combines. Noun. A combine harvester. Verb. To bring 2 or more things or activities together. To unite. Fork. Noun. A pronged tool having a long straight handle. Used for digging, lifting, throwing etc. Verb. To divide into 2 or more branches. Verb. To have sexual intercourse. To copulate. Static. Noun. Interference on a broadcast signal caused by atmospheric disturbances. Heard as crackles on radio. Or seen as random specks on television. Adjective. Unchanging. That cannot or does not change. Materials. Noun. Matter which may be shaped or manipulated. Particularly in making something. Verb. To form from matter. To materialize. Recommended. Verb. To bestow commendation on. To represent favorably. To suggest. Endorse or encourage as an appropriate choice. Shines. Noun. Brightness from a source of light. Verb. To emit light. Verb. To cause something to shine. Put a shine on something. Polish. Something. Bravery. Noun. Usually uncountable. Being brave. Courageousness. Appreciated. Verb. To be grateful or thankful for. Adjective. Recognized as having value. 5. Noun. The digit, figure 5. Numeral. A numerical value equal to 5. The number following 4 and preceding 6. Cubes. Noun. A regular polyhedron having 6 identical square faces. Verb. To raise to the 3rd power. To determine the result of multiplying by itself twice. Noun. A cubicle. Especially one of those found in offices. Editing. Verb. To change a text, or a document. Noun. An act or instance of something being edited. Sandwich. Noun. A dish or foodstuff where two or more slices of bread serve as the wrapper or container of some other food. Verb. To place one item between two other, usually flat, items. Adjective. Of a meal or serving size that is smaller than a dinner. Doorbell. Noun. A device on or adjacent to an outer door for announcing one's presence. It can be mechanical, directly sounding a bell, or a button that electrically sounds a chime or buzzer inside the building. Verb. To ring many doorbells in an effort to contact people and thereby spread information or solicit. Gain. Noun. The act of gaining, acquisition. Verb. To acquire possession of. Effectively. Adverb. In an efficient or effective manner, with powerful effect. Regional. Noun. An entity or event with scope limited to a single region. Adjective. Of, or pertaining to, a specific region or district. Proliferation. Noun. The process by which an organism produces others of its kind. Breeding. Propagation. Procreation. Reproduction. Determine. Verb. To set the boundaries or limits of. Enjoyed. Verb. To receive pleasure or satisfaction from something. Leveling. Verb. To adjust so as to make as flat or perpendicular to the ground as possible. Noun. The process of making something level. Asking. Verb. To request information or an answer to a question. Noun. The act or process of posing a question or making a request. Airplane. Noun. A powered heavier than air aircraft with fixed wings. Verb. To fly in an aeroplane. Paralegal. Noun. One who assists a lawyer in routine legal work, but who is without qualified status as a solicitor or barrister. England and Wales. Attorney. U.S. Or advocate. Known more commonly in the U.S. as a legal assistant. Occurs. Verb. To happen or take place. Deportation. Noun. The act of deporting or exiling, or the state of being deported. Banishment. Transportation. Closet. Noun. Any private area, particularly bowers in the open air. Verb. To shut away for private discussion. Adjective. Private. Organization. Noun. The quality of being organized. Load. Noun. A burden. A weight to be carried. Verb. To put a load on or in. A means of conveyance or a place of storage. Afraid. Adjective. Usually used predicatively, not attributively. Be afraid. Impressed with fear or apprehension. In fear. Processing. Verb. To perform a particular process on a thing. Verb. To walk in a procession. Noun. The action of the verb to process. Filming. Verb. To record. Activity. Or a motion picture. On photographic film. Noun. The action of the verb to film. Mic. Noun. A microphone. Verb. To microphone. To place one or more microphones, mics, on. Rent. Noun. A payment made by a tenant at intervals in order to occupy a property. Verb. To occupy premises in exchange for rent. Restroom. Noun. A room containing a public toilet, a public lavatory. Correctly. Adverb. In a correct manner. Fashion. Noun. A current, constantly changing, trend, favored for frivolous rather than practical, logical, or intellectual reasons. Verb. To make, build or construct, especially in a crude or improvised way. Oranges. Noun. An evergreen tree of the genus Citrus such as Citrus sinensis. Verb. To color orange. Publicist. Noun. A person whose job is to publicize information or events. A publicity agent. A public relations agent or worker. Square. Noun. A polygon with 4 sides of equal length and 4 right angles. An equilateral rectangle. A regular quadrilateral. Verb. To adjust so as to align with or place at a right angle to something else. In particular, adjective, shaped like a square, the polygon, meaningless. Adjective, lacking meaning. Grading. Verb, to assign scores to the components of an academic test. Noun, a rank or grade. Costs. Verb, to incur a charge of. To require payment of a specified price. Noun, amount of money, time, etc. that is required or used. Noun, manner, way, means, available course, contrivance. Noun, a rib, a side, giant. Noun, a mythical human of very great size. Adjective, very large. Loop. Noun, a length of thread, line or rope that is doubled over to make an opening. Noun, a mass of iron in a pasty condition gathered into a ball for the tilthammer or rolls. Crystal. Noun, a solid composed of an array of atoms or molecules possessing long-range order and arranged in a pattern which is periodic in 3 dimensions. Adjective, very clear, apparently. Adverb, plainly, clearly, manifestly, evidently. Company. Noun, a team, a group of people who work together professionally. Verb, to accompany, keep company with. Steep. Noun, the steep side of a mountain, etc. A slope or acclivity. Adjective, of a near vertical gradient, of a slope, surface, curve, etc. that proceeds upward at an angle near vertical. Awareness. Noun, the state or level of consciousness where sense data can be confirmed by an observer. Congress. Noun, a coming together of 2 or more people, a meeting. Verb, to assemble together. Sliced. Verb, to cut into slices. Adjective, that has been cut into slices. Producing. Verb, to yield, make or manufacture, to generate. Soaring. Verb, to fly high with little effort. Like a bird. Noun, the act of mounting on the wing, or of towering in thought or mind. Intellectual flight. Adjective, sometimes figurative. Assurgent, ascending. Shoulder. Noun, the part of an animal's body between the base of the neck and forearm socket. Verb, to push, a person or thing, using one's shoulder. Dreams. Noun, imaginary events seen in the mind while sleeping. Verb, to see imaginary events in one's mind while sleeping. Chip. Noun, a small piece broken from a larger piece of solid material. Dangers. Noun, exposure to likely harm, peril. Verb, to claim liability. Climb. Noun, an act of climbing. Verb, to ascend, rise, to go up. Oppression. Noun, the exercise of authority or power in a burdensome, cruel, or unjust manner. Lyricist. Noun, a person who writes the lyrics of a song. Sprint. Noun, a short race at top speed. Verb, to run, cycle, etc. at top speed for a short period. Conscious. Noun, the part of the mind that is aware of itself. The consciousness. Adjective, alert, awake, with one's mental faculties active. Consequences. Noun, that which follows something on which it depends. That which is produced by a cause. Noun, an old-fashioned parlor game describing the meeting of a lady and gentleman and the ensuing events. Each player in turn writing a part of the story, not knowing what the others have written. Expertise. Noun, great skill or knowledge in a particular field or hobby. Highway. Noun, a motor vehicle for transporting large numbers of people along roads. Noun, a main, direct public road, especially a multi-lane, high-speed thoroughfare connecting major population centers. Evolution. Noun, a change of position. However. Adverb, nevertheless, yet, still, in spite of, that. Conjunction, in whatever way or manner. Introduced. Verb, of people, to cause someone to be acquainted with someone else. Adjective, not native to a location, brought from another place. Beautiful. Noun, someone who is beautiful, can be used as a term of address. Adjective, attractive and possessing beauty. Complaining. Verb, to express feelings of pain, dissatisfaction, or resentment. Noun, the act by which someone complains. A complaint. Evil. Noun, moral badness, wickedness, malevolence, the forces or behaviors that are the opposite or enemy of good. Adjective, intending to harm, malevolent. Quotation. Noun, a fragment of a human expression that is repeated by somebody else. Most often a quotation is taken from literature or speech, but also scenes from a movie, elements of a painting, a passage of music, etc., may be quoted. Procrastinate. Verb, to delay taking action, to wait until later. Deduce. Verb, to reach a conclusion by applying rules of logic to given premises. Includes. Noun, a piece of source code or other content that is dynamically retrieved for inclusion in another item. Verb, to bring into a group, class, set, or total as a new part or member. Aid. Noun, help, assistance, succor, relief. Should. Verb, modal, auxiliary verb, defective. Used before a verb to indicate the simple future tense in the first person singular or plural. Noun, a statement of what ought to be the case as opposed to what is the case. Verb, to make a statement of what ought to be true, as opposed to reality. Verb, auxiliary, be obliged to, have an obligation to, indicates that the subject of the sentence has some obligation to execute the sentence predicate or that the speaker has some strong advice but has no authority to enforce it. Cypress. Noun, an evergreen coniferous tree with flattened shoots bearing small scale-like leaves, whose dark foliage is sometimes associated with mourning. In family Cupressaceae, especially the genera Cupressus and Chamaecyparis. Furniture. Noun, large movable item, usually in a room, which enhance the room's characteristics, functionally or decoratively. Blush. Noun, an act of blushing, a red glow on the face caused by shame, modesty, etc. Verb, to become red in the face, and sometimes experience an associated feeling of warmth, especially due to shyness, shame, excitement, or embarrassment. Airplanes. Noun, a powered heavier than air aircraft with fixed wings. Verb, to fly in an aeroplane. Retire. Noun, the act of retiring, or the state of being retired. Verb, to stop working on a permanent basis, usually because of old age or illness. Fall on. Verb, to experience, to suffer, to fall upon. Meet. Noun, a sports competition, especially for track and field. A track meet, or swimming, a swim meet. Verb, to make contact with, while in proximity. Signaling. Verb, to indicate, to convey or communicate by a signal. Noun, usually biochemistry, the sending of a biochemical or other type of signal. Separation. Noun, the act of disuniting two or more things, or the condition of being separated. Dermatologist. Noun, a person who is skilled in, professes or practices dermatology. Shout. Noun, a loud burst of voice or voices. A violent and sudden outcry, especially that of a multitude expressing joy, triumph, exultation, anger, or animated courage. Verb, to utter a sudden and loud cry, as in joy, triumph, exultation or anger, or to attract attention, to animate others, etc. Marine. Noun, a soldier, normally a member of a marine corps, trained to serve on board or from a ship. Adjective, belonging to or characteristic of the sea, existing or found in the sea, formed or produced by the sea. Relevant. Adjective, directly related, connected, or pertinent to a topic. Cut out. Verb, to refrain from doing something, using something, etc. To stop, cease doing something. Adjective, well suited, appropriate, fit for a particular activity or purpose. Darned. Verb, euphemism of damn. Verb, to repair by stitching with thread or yarn, particularly by using a needle to construct a weave across a damaged area of fabric. Adjective, a minced oath for damned. Adverb, degree, damned, extremely. Stereotypes. Noun, a conventional, formulaic, and often oversimplified or exaggerated conception, opinion, or image of a person. Raining. Verb, to have rain fall from the sky. Noun, a fall of rain. Maid. Noun, a girl or an unmarried young woman. Maiden. Carried. Verb, to lift something and take it to another place, to transport something by lifting. Banknote. Noun, a promissory note issued by a bank, payable at a given time to a specific beneficiary. Purposeful. Adjective, having purpose, intentional. First. Noun, the person or thing in the first position. Adjective, preceding all others of a series or kind. The ordinal of one. Earliest. Adverb, before anything else. Firstly. Hidden. Adjective, located or positioned out of sight, not visually apparent. Verb, to put something in a place where it will be harder to discover or out of sight. Explain. Verb, to make plain, manifest, or intelligible, to clear of obscurity, to illustrate the meaning of. Assertive. Adjective, boldly self-assured, confident without being aggressive. Pixel. Noun, one of the tiny dots that make up the representation of an image in a computer's memory. Verb, to create computer graphics by editing individual pixels. Former. Adjective, previous. Month. Noun, a period into which a year is divided, historically based on the phases of the moon. Car. Noun, a wheeled vehicle that moves independently, with at least 3 wheels, powered mechanically, steered by a driver and mostly for personal transportation. Making. Noun, the act of forming, causing, or constituting. Workmanship, construction. Players. Noun, one that plays. Punish. Verb, to cause to suffer for crime or misconduct, to administer disciplinary action. Graphic. Noun, a drawing or picture. Adjective, drawn, pictorial. Expense. Noun, a spending or consuming, often a disbursement of funds. Verb, to charge a cost against an expense account. To bill something to the company for which one works. Mud. Noun, a mixture of water and soil or fine-grained sediment. Verb, to make muddy or dirty. To apply mud to something. President. Noun, an act in the past which may be used as an example to help decide the outcome of similar instances. In the future. Noun, the head of state of a republic. Adjective, occupying the first rank or chief place. Having the highest authority. Presiding. Sorry. Noun, the act of saying sorry. An apology. Adjective, of a person, regretful for an action, grieved or saddened, especially by the loss of something or someone. Interjection, expresses regret, remorse, or sorrow. Come back. Verb, to return to a place. Express. Noun, a mode of transportation, often a train, that travels quickly or directly. Adjective, moving or operating quickly, as a train not making local stops. Cheeky. Adjective, impudent, impertinent, impertinently bold, often in a way that is regarded as endearing or amusing. Address. Noun, direction. Verb, to prepare oneself. Horseman. Noun, a man who rides a horse. Shown. Verb, to display, to have somebody see something. Compensate. Verb, to do something good after something bad happens. Cereal. Noun, a type of grass, such as wheat, rice or oats, cultivated for its edible grains. Shout. Noun, a loud burst of voice or voices. A violent and sudden outcry, especially that of a multitude expressing joy, triumph, exultation, anger, or animated courage. Verb, to utter a sudden and loud cry, as in joy, triumph, exultation or anger, or to attract attention, to animate others, etc. Practiced. Adjective, skillful, proficient, knowledgeable or expert as a result of practice. Verb, to repeat an activity as a way of improving one's skill in that activity. Hurricane. Noun, a severe tropical cyclone in the North Atlantic Ocean, Caribbean Sea, Gulf of Mexico, or in the eastern North Pacific off the west coast of Mexico. With winds of 119 kilometers per hour, 74 miles per hour, or greater, accompanied by rain, lightning, and thunder that sometimes moves into temperate latitudes. Mission. Noun, a set of tasks that fulfills a purpose or duty, an assignment set by an employer, or by oneself. Verb, to send on a mission. Nesting. Verb, of animals, to build or settle into a nest. Noun, the process by which a bird nests. Situations. Noun, the combination of circumstances at a given moment, a state of affairs. Converter. Noun, a person or thing that converts. Special. Noun, a reduction in consumer cost, usually for a limited time, for items or services rendered. Verb, nursing, to supervise a patient one-on-one. Adjective, distinguished by a unique or unusual quality. Required. Verb, to ask someone for something, to request. Adjective, necessary, obligatory, mandatory. Evening. Noun, the time of the day between dusk and night, when it gets dark. Knocked. Verb, to strike for admittance, to rap upon as a door. Parties. Noun, a person or group of people constituting a particular side in a contract or legal action. Verb, to celebrate at a party, to have fun, to enjoy oneself. Spiral. Noun, a curve that is the locus of a point that rotates about a fixed point while continuously increasing its distance from that point. Verb, to move along the path of a spiral or helix. Adjective, helical, like a spiral. Fortunately. Adverb, in a fortunate manner. Interfere. Verb, to get involved or involve oneself, causing disturbance. Interface. Noun, the point of interconnection or contact between entities. Verb, to construct an interface for. Cable. Noun, material, a long object used to make a physical connection. Verb, to provide with cable. Musical. Noun, a stage performance, show or film that involves singing, dancing and musical numbers performed by the cast as well as acting. Adjective, of, belonging or relating to music, or to its performance or notation. Coordinated. Verb, to synchronize activities. Adjective, organized, working together, cooperating. Ran. Verb, to run. Verb, to move swiftly. Maim. Noun, a serious wound. Verb, to wound seriously, to cause permanent loss of function of a limb or part of the body. Skyscraper. Noun, a very tall building with a large number of floors. Lazy. Noun, a lazy person. Verb, to laze, act in a lazy manner. Adjective, unwilling to do work or make an effort, disinclined to exertion. Become. Verb, to arrive, come, to a place. Early. Noun, a shift, scheduled work period, that takes place early in the day. Adjective, at a time in advance of the usual or expected event. Adverb, at a time before expected, sooner than usual. 40. Noun, a bottle of beer containing 40 fluid ounces. Numeral, the cardinal number occurring after 39 and before 41. Anthropologist. Noun, one who is versed in anthropology. Gratitude. Noun, the state of being grateful. Fills. Verb, to occupy fully, to take up all of. Noun, after a possessive, a sufficient or more than sufficient amount. Noun, one of the thills or shafts of a carriage. Schema. Noun, an outline or image universally applicable to a general conception, under which it is likely to be presented to the mind. For example, a body schema. Crossing. Verb, to make or form a cross. Noun, an intersection where roads, lines, or tracks cross. Adjective, extending or lying across, in a crosswise direction. Cheered. Verb, to gladden, to make cheerful, often with up. Lumbering. Noun, the act of one who lumbers, heavy, clumsy movement. Adjective, clumsy or awkward. Kangaroo. Noun, a member of the Macropodidae family of large marsupials with strong hind legs for hopping. Native to Australia. Verb, to practice kangaroo care on an infant. To hold a premature infant against the skin. Adjective, of or relating to Australia. Marry. Verb, to enter into the conjugal or connubial state, to take a husband or a wife. Pens. Noun, an enclosure, enclosed area, used to contain domesticated animals, especially sheep or cattle. Verb, to enclose in a pen. Noun, a tool, originally made from a feather but now usually a small tubular instrument, containing ink used to write or make marks. Verb, to write, an article, a book, etc. Noun, a female swan. Noun, penalty. Noun, in the United Kingdom and Ireland, a copper coin worth 1/240th of a pound sterling or Irish pound before decimalization. Abbreviation. D. Applying. Verb, to lay or place, to put one thing to another. Noun, the act of applying, an application. Euros. Noun, person living or originating from Europe. Noun, the currency unit of the European Monetary Union. Symbol, euro. Noun, Macropus robustus, a wallaroo, macropod species. Agrees. Verb, to harmonize in opinion, statement, or action. To be in unison or concord. To be or become united or consistent. To concur. Sauna. Noun, a room or a house designed for heat sessions. Verb, to use a sauna. Hungry. Adjective, affected by hunger, desiring of food, having a physical need for food. Recruitment. Noun, the process or art of finding candidates for a post in an organization, or recruits for the armed forces. Bubble. Noun, a spherically contained volume of air or other gas, especially one made from soapy liquid. Verb, to produce bubbles, to rise up in bubbles, such as in foods cooking or liquids boiling. Slippers. Noun, a low soft shoe that can be slipped on and off easily. Precedent. Noun, an act in the past which may be used as an example to help decide the outcome of similar instances. In the future. Noun, the head of state of a republic. Adjective, occupying the first rank or chief place. Having the highest authority. Presiding. Clarification. Noun, the act of clarifying. The act or process of making clear or transparent by freeing visible impurities. Particularly, the clearing or fining of liquid substances from feculent matter by the separation of the insoluble particles which prevent the liquid from being transparent. Close. Noun, an end or conclusion. Verb, physical, to remove a gap. 9. Noun. The digit or figure 9. Numeral. A numerical value equal to 9. The number following 8 and preceding 10. Played. Verb. To act in a manner such that one has fun. To engage in activities expressly for the purpose of recreation or entertainment. Rabbits. Noun. A mammal of the family Leporidae. With long ears, long hind legs and a short, fluffy tail. Announcing. Verb. To give public notice, especially for the first time. To make known. Couch. Noun. Couchgrass, a species of persistent grass, Elymus repens, usually considered a weed. Doctors. Noun. A physician. A member of the medical profession. One who is trained and licensed to heal the sick or injured. The final examination and qualification may award a doctor degree, in which case the post-nominal letters are D.O., D.P.M., M.D., D.M.D., DDS in the US or MBBS in the UK. Verb. To act as a medical doctor. To. Posts. Noun. A long dowel or plank protruding from the ground. A fence post. A light post. Verb. To hang. A notice. In a conspicuous manner for general review. Noun. Each of a series of men stationed at specific places along a post road, with responsibility for relaying letters and dispatches of the monarch, and later others, along the route. Verb. To travel with relays of horses. To travel by post horses. Originally as a courier. Noun. An assigned station. A guard post. Verb. To enter. A name. On a list. As for service, promotion, etc. Noun. A post-mortem. Investigation of body's cause of death. Course. Noun. A sequence of events. Verb. To run or flow, especially of liquids and more particularly blood. Farmers. Noun. A person who works the land and or who keeps livestock, especially on a farm. Couples. Noun. Two partners in a romantic or sexual relationship. Verb. To join two things together, or one thing to another. Hopeless. Adjective. Without hope, despairing, not expecting anything positive. Name. Noun. Any nounal word or phrase which indicates a particular person, place, class, or thing. Coordination. Noun. The act of coordinating, making different people or things work together for a goal or effect. Plus. Noun. A positive quantity. Verb. To add. To subject to addition. Adjective. Being positive rather than negative or zero. Preposition. And. Some of the previous one and the following one. Distributed. Verb. To divide into portions and dispense. Boxes. Noun. Senses relating to a three-dimensional object or space. Verb. To place inside a box. To pack in one or more boxes. Noun. Any of various evergreen shrubs or trees of the genus Buxus, especially the common box, European box, or boxwood, Buxus sempervirens, which is often used for making hedges and topiary. Noun. A blow with the fist. Verb. To strike with the fists. To punch. Noun. A Mediterranean food fish of the genus Boops, which is a variety of sea bream. A bogue or oxeye. Aside. Noun. An incidental remark made quietly so as to be heard by the person to whom it is said and not by any others in the vicinity. Adverb. To or on one side so as to be out of the way. Game. Noun. A playful or competitive activity. Verb. To gamble. Adjective. Willing to participate. Match. Noun. A competitive sporting event such as a boxing meet, a baseball game, or a cricket match. Verb. To agree. To be equal. To correspond. Marry. Noun. Usually capitalized. A male homosexual. Private. Noun. A soldier of the lowest rank in the army. Adjective. Belonging to, concerning, or accessible only to an individual person or a specific group. Memorize. Verb, to learn by heart, commit to memory. Alley. Noun, a narrow street or passageway, especially one through the middle of a block giving access to the rear of lots or buildings. Dryer. Noun, one who, or that which, dries, a desiccative. Status. Noun, a person's condition, position or standing relative to that of others. Parallel. Noun, one of a set of parallel lines. Verb, to construct or place something parallel to something else. Adjective, equally distant from one another at all points. Adverb, with a parallel relationship. Richer. Adjective, wealthy, having a lot of money and possessions. Chief. Noun, a leader or head of a group of people, organization, etc. Verb, to smoke cannabis. Adjective, primary, principal,